Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back with another video and I hope you guys are going to be so stoked for this video because I am just as much as you are. Because you guys are about to get a discount code from me, from Woosh Beauty. And that's what this video is going to be about today. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something that's going to make your beauty routine a little bit easier, life a little bit easier. So that's where Woosh Beauty came into my makeup routine on both that was like super freaking weird. I thought I heard a cat growling, like hissing or something, and I don't have a cat. Back to what I was saying. So, with Woosh Beauty, this is a sponsored video, so thank you guys for collaborating with me. I'm super stoked about it. And I'm just going to jump right into this, all the gory details first. Then I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do this eye look, this side of my face, with this side of my face. There's absolutely nothing on this side, and there's just Woosh Beauty products on this side. So basically, their slogan is less is more, which I totally agree with this palette. I am typically not that person. I love to do a full face of makeup. I love a decent medium to full coverage foundation. This palette, I did not use a full coverage foundation. I typically pretty much used a concealer and that was it. And I feel like on this side of my face, I have weightless, hardly any makeup on. I feel awesome. Like literally I feel good. Like I could go out of the house if I did this side of my face because I couldn't go out with half and half. I feel like they did a great job. The only things that's not in this palette is mascara, and then also they have their lip glosses separate from this, but their lip glosses still aren't that big. I mean, this is the size of my finger and this is the size of the lip gloss. So I mean, the lip gloss isn't even that big. Lip gloss also I love. It's great. It makes life tons easier, especially for hardworking moms or anybody at this point, college students, stuff like that. Just makes life easier. I'm going to go ahead and if you guys go on their website, you can see where you can get $35 or more worth of stuff and get free shipping after the $35. So this is their little slogan up here, and I love it because it has like little lashes. I think that's cute. But they have 5 different shades in these palettes. This is what the palette ends up looking like. It's not very heavy at all. Like hardly heavy at all. But it has a great magnetic strip to keep the palette closed and a little thing to open it right here. All of their products are sulfate free, paraben free, gluten free. Best part about it here, look at here guys, full face palette mirror. And then you've got all your products from start to finish. I am digging this. It's totally going with me when I go traveling. But here you have over here your four eyeshadows. Then they give you this little cover thing here to keep all of the powder stuff and everything else out of the liquids here. These are your concealers or foundations. And then there are 13 full-size products in this palette. Then you have here your contours, light shade and a darker shade. Then you have 2 blushes here. And then you have your shimmer down here, which is a highlight. And then over here you have your buffers, which is like powders, pressed powders. So, and then they give you steps like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then also it comes with some really cool brushes. It comes like this in the package, which is like this right here. And then it has the 4 divided by 5 sign here, 4/5. And this is the number 1. I don't know if you can see that there, but they have numbers on them, and then you can flip it and reverse it. That's number 2 is number 3, and this also can connect to the other brushes. All the brushes are made with synthetic hairs. I love that. They're not cheap brushes. They're pretty good. But they give you a whole layout and everything else that you need to know inside. Who it's good for, why is it convenient, why spend the money on it. But so basically they're a minimalist price that they have is $5 item, and the highest range in price that they go is $135. And then that highest retail item actually retails really for $178, but it is $135 for that. And then also you get a 20% discount code, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I did not go in order whatsoever. This is also pretty great. Comes with instructions, words and pictures, and what brushes and what products to use with it. Great idea. So what I did first, there was no primer involved. Haven't used a primer. But I'm going to go ahead and go in with I'm going to fold this. going with the Perfectors here, and I'm going to use the lightest shade. That's the shade I used very first. Literally all I did was take it and I went right here. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I did use a beauty blender because I can't not use a beauty blender. I have a hard time. And it covers so, whoops, covers so well. And the protector sleeve, I don't know if I mentioned, it comes with as well. So this is what it'll come on. Seal and place plastic sheet over your protectors. And I didn't know what, not your protectors, your Perfectors. So this has like a little clear thing that comes over top of it, and you can peel it right off and stick it right on your... I'm just taking number 2 brush, which is the liquid brush, and I am just placing it in any needed areas, so like blemishes, my eyelids, my dark circles, around my nose. And it's pretty covering, I'm not gonna lie. I placed a good bit on my chin, and I'm really not gonna put much here. So you can either go back in with your finger, or you can just kind of smooth it out with a beauty blender, which is what I did. It is buildable in my opinion. I have noticed that. But I mean, it gives you a great base. It really does. I'm going to go in with the 4 and 5 brush from Woosh Beauty, and I'm going to just dab right into the lighter shade contour right here, as well as the lighter shade of buffering, okay? Just real light. And then I'm just going to dab and pat. Not really whirl it around or anything. I'm just going to pat. That is the coverage, and it looks really good. I might just be having a good skin day, y'all, but I think it looks good. I'm gonna stick with it. The thing that I jumped in with, guys, was actually my eyes. I usually do contour next. I know you guys know this, but I did my eyes next. One other thing that it did not come with was a eyebrow pencil, but I am very picky with my eyebrow stuff. You can totally use this brush and a shade in this palette to do your eyebrows. Okay guys, I'm back. So I've now went ahead and done my eyebrows, and I'm just gonna touch up with the leftover stuff that I have here on my liquid brush, which is number 2 brush, and I'm just gonna dab it and go on about my business. Again, I'm gonna use a buffer and go right over top of that to make it more minimalist looking. So next I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump in with the eyeshadow. Now the eyeshadow can be really tricky. You have one eyeshadow brush and you just gotta know how to blend, guys, and not put too much on at once. So this is shade number 1, and we're going to start off with the shade, the base shade, which it tells you exactly in the instructions how to use it. So I literally cover the whole eye with this shade, and I may just do it with my finger. Sometimes you can just cover more of an area with your finger. And I go on the inner corner, and I'm also going to take it up underneath my eye and just kind of pat it to kind of give that primed look for your eye. So the next thing that I use is the Define shade, which is the next shade in the book to say and use, which is this shimmer brown here. It's not a matte brown. None of these shades are matte besides, I believe, the base shade. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use that next. And I'm just going to dab it on one side, tap it a little bit. Then I'm just going to start going and carving out my crease. So you see how I'm doing that there? I'm just patting. I'm not really blending until I get to my crease like I've showed you guys in the past. And then I kind of bring it up a little bit. And I am going to go in with the peel thing, which is a sharp edge, and align it. Okay, this is a little tricky. I thought that the last time I did it. Right at my brow bone. And then I just bring in that darker shade, just kind of at an angle right there on my eyelid, so like here. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit more, and I just kind of build it. I don't do a whole lot at once, because if you do a whole lot at once, it's going to be hard to control, and it's going to look real tacky. And then next, what you're going to want to do is I took the big fluffy brush and went right over top of it to blend any shades that I couldn't blend. I used this and I blended here like that. And then I went back with this again and dabbed just one more time. And I went back in the crease, just like I did before. So the next things next is I'm going to go in with the line shade. Get just a little bit on the brush. And I am going to take this again, and I'm going to just line the corners, just like so. Go up in the crease a tiny bit, and stick with that pretty safely. Again, I'm going in with that brush, and it smooths everything out. So I'm going back in with the brown, just deepen some areas up. Do the same thing again with number 4 and 5 brush, and deepen that up. So now I'm going to go back in with the cream shade. I'm going to just kind of blend everything together up at the top, just like so. Back in with that, touch that up. And next I'm going to go in with the bottom eyeliner shade. So I stuck with the Define brush, or the Define shade, and just very lightly I went in with this shade. Okay. Alright, so next is the fun shade. It is called the Shimmer and the Shine. So the Shimmer is down here with number 4. Sorry, I got the palette upside down. Got this one right here. It's called Shimmer, and then this is Shine up here. I'm first going to go in with Shine, and then I will go in with Shimmer. So I am going to use the same brush, the number 1 brush, eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to place this right on top of my lid. No spray needed, and no Fix Plus needed. So now I'm going to put this on my brow bone. And I'm going to go back in with that dark brown shade, and I'm going to just touch everything up. Actually, I'm going to take that Shine and I'm going to pat it right there with my finger. Okay. And I'm just going to dab Shimmer right there in the eye corner. So next things next, I'm now just going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into everything else. Contour, I'm going to go ahead with the darker shade. I'm going to use brush number 3, which is this little guy here. Contouring is easy as crap with this palette. So I just go from my ear to the corner of my eye. So here's the corner of my eye, here's the top of my ear, here's the bottom of my mouth, corner of my mouth. I just line everything up. Literally, that's all I do. Then I'm going to go up here at my temples and at my hairline and blend it. And then up here with my hairline and my forehead. Bam. I'm not done yet, but that gives you an idea of how easy it is to contour with this palette. Next part of contouring is the blending part, obviously. So you're going to want to go in with your buffer shades, which is the more lighter shade here, and I'm also going to grab some of the darker shade and just blend. Just blend everything together. Put the lighter shade right there. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to add a little bit more contour because I like my cheekbones to be strong. So the next shade would be the blush, guys, the next step. So I'm going to go in between these 2 shades first, and then I'm going to stick with this shade just a little bit more. These don't really have names, so I'm trying to be as accurate as I can be. But more corally shade, and this blush can be pretty prominent. So I'm going to go on the apples of my cheeks and just blend outwards towards my ear. Trying to keep my hair back so you guys can see. Then I'm going to go in with the blender brush, just dust it off. Go in with the lighter shade and the more tan shade with the blenders and just blend it all out. And it blends very nicely. So go in with the shimmer here with the same brush and just put that right on the tops of the apples of your cheeks. Even do your nose a little bit. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this look. The next thing I'm going to do is the eyeliner and the mascara for my eye. Okay guys, so let me back this up. This is the finished product look of the Woosh Beauty palette. I am digging this look just because I feel like I have hardly any makeup on my face. And obviously I do have makeup on my face, but mainly it's the eyes, and it is very minimalist. I don't have a foundation on. I have literally very light concealer. And I totally forgot lipstick on the side of my face. It's a gloss, but it is totally not a lip pumper, but it definitely gives you shape to your lips. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this. Everything about this palette definitely is great. It's not a heavy palette. It weighs pretty little if you ask me, but there is not much I can say bad about it, to be honest. If you guys want my full opinion, Woosh Beauty, you definitely kicked it out of the park. I like it. You did great. And I will definitely show you guys and share with you my discount code. Love you all, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. Bye!